Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Kimberly with Journalbreeze. I'm really happy that you decided to stop by today. We're going to make sample cards from scratch. I'm going to show you first a lot of the different ones that I've made, and then show you the supplies that I've put together, and then we're going to make a couple different ones from scratch, not the pre-printed digitals that are available to put in your own fabrics. Let me turn my timer on. Okay, so this was so fun. I had a bag of plaid scraps, and these sample cards are from Jacqueline at Souvenir de la France, and all of the fabrics you see in here are in fact fabrics from my plaid scrap bag. I love plaids. When I was a quilter, I used a lot of plaids. Not to make country things, but actually to make arty looking quilts mostly. And so that's what these are left over from. I used as many different plaids as they sold at that time that were of this quality, like they were dimensional. The threads, you can feel them. They had a sheen on them. A lot of them were from, they were from India. I didn't buy them from India. I bought them at my local quilt store. But just beautiful, really organic looking plaids. Not printed, but woven. And then this I put in a couple of other, like that's a printed plaid. You can see how different that looks from a woven plaid. So this is just a plain cotton that's printed with the plaid, and this is actually the woven plaid. I love those so much. This is not a plaid, obviously. This is woven. This is woven. These two are this one and this one and this one. Oh, and that one, yeah. They just look so good with the color. This is a green card, and these are all sort of an acid green color and sort of a golden yellow. So I had fun playing with the fabrics, and so that's what I want to emphasize, besides making a card with the stamps I have, which are not stamps like this, to look like a sample card and then putting on fabrics I love. That's what I think is going to be a lot of fun. So these are all woven. That might be printed, I think. But the rest of these are the original woven. So yeah, so it's really so fun to play around. This is an example of another card from Souvenir de la France, and she has printed some wonderful, actually they're pieces of books, French books, and this is from one of her digitals. Can you tell which ones are the fabric? This one, that's a French fabric, or made to look French, and this is a woven piece of a stripe fabric. So that turned out cute. And then we all know about these sample cards where you have the top that flips down. And this is just a beautiful example of an early French chintz. And so I love the back. I wish the backs were on here. They never are, but whoever sees the back. So, and then you've seen this, but you probably don't remember. So each one of these is in fact a paper. So if you don't have fabric, you can use paper. And I don't know where I got these, that they have the number over there. Oh, I probably cut it out of another card that Jacqueline made. That's what I'm guessing, because this is the kind of fabric that Jacqueline has, or digitals. Yeah, so I just left on those numbers on the side. I think it looks spectacular. It's a writing piece. It's a little fabric there. So yeah, so you don't have to have fabric to do this. And then this is one I really cherish. Now I don't know if you can tell what's the fabric and what's the paper. This is from Raindrop Lila, Christmas last year. And all of these are printed on here on her digital, as well as these numbers. But this, and this, these are all real chintz They're all glued on. It's like one big square that I cut pieces out of. And it looks like 4 individual pieces of fabric. Pretty gorgeous in person. Pretty darn gorgeous fabric in person. I love it. So I love this. And then a couple more to show you. But again, a lot of these are using the cards that you can buy. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But, you know, the challenge is, I like a challenge. So the challenge is to make something that looks handmade, which it will be. So this was from Oldesina, and these numbers were on here, and I put these fabrics in these spaces, one of those little rose trim things, and this is a piece of lace there, and I backed it onto a brown card, and then this one. This is another card by Oldesina. She made a whole kit of these sample cards. So I put a little pin and muslin there. And then these are all fabric. And her card has got the numbers on the side and this down here. I stamped this number up here. I think she had EAF on there. I stamped Paris 1889. And then these are little labels. I think these came from Mirage. Medieval Mirage, in a freebie that she had. And then where's my last one? There we go. And this is that same card we saw a minute ago, but in all blues and no labels. I stamped Grand Magazine on there and that number. So if you don't want to make your own or don't have the resources for it at the moment, you can get these cards and have a blast that way. Okay, so what are the tools we're going to use? Okay, let's look at the papers first. We're going to use papers and stamps. Mine happen to be rubber stamps for the most part, or some clear stamps. Yeah. Okay, and I was kind of thinking of this when I was putting together this collection. So these, of course, are pre-printed. I just wanted to show you. These came in the same kit as these from Jacqueline. These could probably be the backs, but I used cardboard. I wanted to use the cardboard I had, but these could be the backs to that. And you could put one long strip of fabric or lace. And these I got from Graphics Fairy, and I'm thinking that this would be a cool flap if I made a like the Bon Marche ones where the flap is on the top and the fabric is below. I could use these as the top part. And these are all from Coffee and Cream, the latest kit from Chapter 1 papers. So this part I was thinking would be very cool. It's got the lines where I could put the fabric in between. And then I got some decorative stamps that I thought would be cool to kind of look like I gave it the number and the different stuff like that. So these flowers could be cut off and I could just use that one part. Or I could cover them up. This is another one from Coffee and Cream. And I like the writing in it. I think that's a cool addition. And down here the boxes are bigger, so I was thinking I could put the fabric across here, and then these things could be showing. I like the handwriting. In fact, I saw this is one card, and this is another card. This ledger from Coffee and Cream, all kinds of things you could do with that. And also a plain card like this. Even a stripe, if you have one, you could just put the fabric on the stripe and then use the decorative stamps I'll show you in a minute as the items on the right. I love this. Actually, this I made in 2 sizes. These smaller ones would just use smaller pieces of fabric, and this larger one would use a larger piece. And I love the writing, so I was thinking the fabric could go here, and then the writing could be relating to the fabric. Or I could put the fabric over here, and this could be about the fabric. Depends on what I want to do. The smaller one might be easier to kind of work with, but I do love this one. These, of course, you could have fabric over here, just to match the picture. Same thing on this one. This one is, you could have, again, the stripes lend themselves to laying the fabric down and then having the stamps. And then this is another background paper in the Coffee and Cream kit, and I felt like it had all kinds of room for things to do. You could cut this out and have fabric in between the typing. This is such a beautiful embossing design on here, so it'd be pretty to, maybe have it be a letter. You can fold this down and back so it looks like this in the front, and then you open it up and you've got the fabric, so you'd have to print on this side. And then I found some others that weren't in Coffee and Cream. I think I may want to use this one and this one, but let's see what else I have here. Do you want to go outside? Okay, go ahead, I'll let you out. This is another receipt that could be used. Could be fabric here and even fabric there. This is another one from Ruby and Pearl. It's got fabrics that lay here, but I would do a lot of stamping on here. And of course back it. This is an example from something Jacqueline had in her shop. And I would put different fabrics on here because these are so black. And I would also do something about making this card smaller. Okay, I'm going to see if pause works. Probably not, but I'm going to let my dog out. Okay. All right. This is another piece. I'm not sure. This could be Souvenir de la France. Could be Lisa and Olive. Could be Sampool. But these could be cut out and glued down. You could form, your page with these cutouts, or they can be individual cards. But I think they're pretty perfect to cut out just this inner square and then tape it on. But this is I like the way this is set up, so I wouldn't want to tape it on there, and it's the wrong color for that. So yeah. Anyway, you get the drift. Doesn't matter if I do it or not. You understand what I'm saying? I know you do. Okay, and then these are wonderful labels from Tracy Fox, and they have little fabric bits on them. Cute little pieces of fabric tucked in. And so I thought they would be cute as an embellishment, because the idea is I'm going to put fabric on, and then there's going to be a lot of embellishing. This is also from Ruby and Pearl. This is another one from the same place. So these are places for fabric, and then we can do our stamps there. And the inside of these, what could be fabric? And then this, we can do fabric on here, over here, and then this is the writing about the piece of fabric, so I would make it like fit in there. I love that idea. And this is the old Justina cards without anything on them. And what's this? Well, I don't know why that's there, but that's from Paper Cameo. So beautiful. I made this little card. So gorgeous. So this would be possible to put some of these smaller pieces inside here. Yeah, but that doesn't really belong there. Okay, so it looks like I picked up a bunch of stuff in the pile that I wasn't intending. All right, so this is a lighter version of that darker one. That could be the top flip. Okay. I've been cleaning up and trying to dismangle, if that's even a word. This is another one. This is also a Souvenir de la France. And this could work too, putting the fabric in that blank and then having that writing under it. Oh, I like this. I love this idea. And then this is another one. I don't like this color. I just don't like it. I think it probably looks great on the original, but this ink that came out in this yellowy tone, I don't really like. But if you have a ledger like this, how perfect, right? I would put a piece of fabric that's this wide to cover the whole area, and then you could put the stamps or the writing or whatever there. And then these are all different writing, because I really like the writing with the fabric. I think it looks good. So I'd probably get rid of that and use this lower part. It's kind of dark though. This is kind of busy. I think these got in a pile but weren't really intended to be there. But look at this. If you had the fabric over here on this side, in this particular one with seemingly little numbers over here, like I feel like this was written. Yeah, this is an 8. That's a 7. That's a 6. That's a 5. How perfect. Oh my goodness, that is so perfect. Okay. All right. So I think you've got the gist on what it is I want to do. And then, I have another one. I have another one that I was readying for you. Oh, I need to find that. It was also from Coffee and Cream. Oh my goodness sakes. It was going to be so great. Where did I put it? Oh, darn. I'm not seeing it. Hopefully it'll pop up. Let's see. I'll make it and post it on Instagram if I really don't see it. Oh, I was going to sew it. It's probably by my sewing machine. All right, well, I'll show that on Instagram. If you're not following me, I hope you will. Journalbreeze is also my Instagram name, and I really post there all the time. So a lot of the stuff that I don't finish on here, you can see on Instagram. So please join me and let's keep this party going. Okay, so these are some of the things I came up with as being like on the ones that don't really have any indication. Like I was thinking, like for example this stamp right here. This could be right there. Well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And you know what else? I wanted to try using scorched timber instead of black. Yeah. Scorched timber is like a black. Okay, let's do a little stamp. This is actually it says Paris, and it's a postage marker. Okay, so to me, that is very much like the kinds of symbols you see on these cards. Oh, I love that. Now that I've got other little stamps, so let me see if I can find my other little stamps. Oh, please. I thought I saved everything. right here. So it'd be handy. Okay, let me see. Well, okay. Okay, so I would have to do that one 3 times, unless I find the other one that I'm looking for. But you could also use, like, you know, it doesn't have to be realistic. I just like it realistic, but you know, there's different small stamps that would be cute. And then this Paris, I tend to use this side, so I've taped off that, but that's really wide. But I could put it up there. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so this is scorched timber that I'm using, and it's working out cool. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Okay, let's see. All right, so that's a blank space. Oh, it didn't come out very dark, but that's okay, because if it was super dark, then you couldn't see anything else, so I'm not going to worry about that. So I think I'm just going to do this 3 times, just 2. But I do have other, they're just tucked around in another space that's kind of far away, so I'm going to do this instead. There you go. And there it goes. Okay. Oh, I think that looks super cool. Okay. All right, then, see, I have this square to use on one of them. So let's see. Oh, yeah, and I've got these. Something else I pulled out, because these are square. I think they would work. This one's square. And then these look like sewing machine pieces, so that'd be kind of cool, like to do something along the edge to decorate it. And this, you know, has font. This I'm going to use on the one I was going to sew. And, oh, here it is! Yay! Oh, yay, yay, yay! Okay, good. All right. So I love this building. I love this engraved. And this back I put on it, I love. So if I were to fold this in half, I want to sew around the whole thing so that it's sturdy, since I won't be backing it per se. And my thought was, see, this says importers and dealers in tea. So I thought what I could do is tape off this, and then it would just be this over that part. So it would still say, I don't know, Board of Ridgway and Company, BOR. I think so. Okay, so let me just get that part. It's just too high. I think it's cute. I like it, but it sticks up and it goes into the Ridgway thing, and then it looks sloppy. Okay. So how are you guys doing? It's amazing that we're coming to the end of the 2024 year. Wow. I thought it was going to be a really good year, too. It didn't end up that way for me, so there we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use black and just do a really light These are obviously Tim Holtz stamps. This was Halloween last year, 2023. I'm not even going to use a thing. I'm just going to put it down. Oh, what did I get on there? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's my timer. Oh, that is really stuck on there. Well, that's the way it is. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, I think this is going to be great if it works out. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me just get this bottom part. It's such a cute stamp. I think it needs something up there to kind of balance it out, right? Yeah. So, what could it be? What would look good up there? I'm thinking maybe this font. But hold on, let's see. I love the word antiquities. So that maybe. And another option would be if we covered everything down here. Oh no, that's going to be too big. Yeah. Antiquities. It's really too big. I cut this down, by the way. I printed it out 8 by 10, and then I cut it down even further so it was a little more narrow. I don't think that looks great. Let me see what else I've got here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, here's a small thing. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to use that. Okay. Or I could chop it off more. But I like all that writing up there. Okay, let me use like a... Oh, that's thick. Let me put this somewhere so I can get some of it off. Okay. Oh, that was pretty good, actually. Okay, let's try it again. All right. Well, I'm going to keep that London showing, so I'll make it not look so perfectly aligned. I may be sorry, you know me. I like my alignment. Or a perfectly unaligned piece is also appealing. I don't think that's going to look so good because it's not going to fit. I don't think I like it. Yeah, I'll worry about it later. Okay. Okay. I don't want to do it right now. These are all fabric squares that I put together for this. Okay, I'm just trying to get this off a little bit. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. All right. I could put that date. Let's see. Let's do a date. It's got to be older. 1875. That looks good. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Okay, so let's clear this away. Alright, so then down here is where I would do my squares. Where's my little square? Or I could do all of these. You know, I think I'm going to do all of these. Let's see, how many could I fit here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could fit all 5. Wow. Perfect. I wonder if I could actually ink them and put them down there all in one swoop. Oh, wouldn't that be a saver? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this. Okay, I'm going to take this one off so I don't, by mistake, ink it up. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that is lovely. Okay. All right. So here we go. This is fun, creating on the spot. Hopefully you're getting ideas. You know, you don't have to do what I do. You've got different stuff than I do and different taste and all of that. It's really fun. Just get out a bunch of stuff that you have that looks like it could be a faux sample card. I mean, that's what chunk journaling's about, faux. Okay. All right, here we go. Oopsie. No, this is, I have to do it up here because there's actually a dip. What is under here? Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. I like it. Okay. Okay, so now the next question is, do I want to draw lines? Do I want to maybe do 2, have like 8? Or, I mean 10? Do short pieces of fabric? I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm thinking that maybe these others are going to be with the round. Or I can repeat this. I kind of feel like I want them to go in the other direction now. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, oh, they're on there so well. Well, I could do this, and then that, and then, I don't know. I like things to look realistic. Okay. Oh, it's on there so well. I am just going to repeat it. It's just going to be a repeat. They're not that easy to read because of the print anyway, so. Okay. All right. So then I'm going to go right here. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. So, now for the fabric. All right, so now some of you would probably like to draw your box. I did come up with here it is. I came up with this. It's not plain. So, and it's too long. So I'm just going to put the fabric there. I'm not even going to. Okay. So, I've got bags of fabric. Yes, I do. I think some of these are going to be perfect. This would be cute because each one is made, but they're short if I just cut the end. So I think I'll wait. Oh, that would like go well on the one that I stamped before. Where'd that little guy go that I stamped at the beginning? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, there we go. This one. See, these would go well because they're already cut up. Oh, don't you love this? Oh, love. But the whole thing needs to show. Okay, so this would fit. I need it to be longer. Make the most of that space. And that's almost a little too long. I love that coloring though. How many fabrics do I have in here? Oh, that's pretty too. Okay, let's use these and just cut them down a little bit and finish this one first. Okay, so if I did that in the middle, this on the top, well, already those don't go together well, do they? Yeah, it's only these three that are here. So, I don't know, they don't look that in these little bits. I don't think that's a good choice after all. It's the whole overall look on this fabric that's spectacular. So I'm gonna find something with a smaller print, and that way it'll fit better in that space. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go with this. And actually, we can do both at the same time, but this is calling for sort of a wide a wide strip. Oh, I love this. This is a patriotic fabric from the original, or maybe it was the, I don't remember. Hold on, what does it say? I was going to say bicentennial, but all men are created equal. It might, I just don't recall if it was from the time. Anyway, it doesn't look that good on here. The time that we passed our Constitution and became independent, or if it was 100 years later or something. Oh my gosh, I hope these aren't all too skinny. Okay. Okay, that I love. This I love. I'm getting a blue thing going here, which I will always prefer. There. Oh, you can tell I stuffed these in as I made things. They're coming in color groups of whatever I was working on at the time. Oh my gosh, these are really old. Let me see. Oh, this is a good one to go here because that's nice and thick. Oh, that's perfection. Okay, except for that white from the selvage. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's nice. But let's get a little thicker. Okay, that's perfect. Let's cut off this end. Yes, ripping would probably be even better, but I want to get at least one done. There we go. Oh, I love that, because I love that fabric. Okay. Let's see what else can go on this card. Oh, this. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. Oh, I love this so much. I'm going to put it here. It's blue. Let's see. What can we get that's thick? Oh, let's see. Let's see. Now, these are all selvage edges, which I adore. And historically, it allows you to remember. But some of them are thick enough that I could cut part of it off. Oh, that's pretty. Or this way. I'm going to do that, because it shows off the whole thing. Okay. Now, this one I can probably tear. Okay, that might have made it too squishy. No, that's okay. But I am going to cut this because I don't want to lose any of it. So as I say, guys, you can use paper, you can use lace, you can use digitals, you can use clothing you've taken apart and have pieces left over. You can use different pieces of denim. I mean, it's just whatever you want. Oh, I love that so much. I'm really happy with that. Okay. And then one more piece that goes with both. Hold on. Okay. Ah, this is Civil War. This is my Civil War fabric. Okay, but that won't go, so let's see. No. That's kind of cool. (1825 to 1850). That's what this is reproducing, not its actual age. Okay, let's see. Mostly that's the green. So if I wanted to get the blue and red, kind of sticks out a little too much, I think. Let's something that blends in a little more. I love that. I like that. That kind of pops, and there's nothing written on it, so that's perfect. Okay, let's see. Cut here. Alright. And I'm going to cut here. Whoops, that's too wide. Okay. There we go. There. Oopsie. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks very pretty. Okay. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is stitch around, cut it out obviously, and stitch around it, put it back on it probably, maybe not, maybe I'll glue it down to a journal page, but so we got the stamp there, got those stamps there. The only thing I don't have on here is a date, so I think the date is a good idea. So let's see. Well, I could use that same one as that I did for that I did before, because these are actually 1875 is a good date for them. Oh, this says 1922. Where did that 1875 one go? Oh darn. Oh, I put it back. Of course I did. Okay. Okay. I'm going to use scorched timber. Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to put it. Oh. Put it. Well, it'll interfere with the pear stamp if I put it on the side. You know what? I think this date's got too much going on. Yeah, it's not going to work right. I keep coming up with these things and I don't know where to stamp them when they don't work out. I'll put it here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There you go. Alright. Because now that I've started and I've got all my stuff out, I won't stop. Okay. Alright, so I've got to find a more even date that I can live with that isn't too far off of what I know to be the case about these fabrics. This is the earliest. This is actually first or second quarter of the 1800s. This is around, it's got a brownie red, so it's more like Civil War, and this is like 1880. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'll just pretend that they're all way earlier than this stamp says they are. Like it's some kind of a reproduction all of itself. What am I doing? Putting it here. Okay. 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 Just put it there again. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I think stitched, or at least distressed. Kind of wish that was a little bit darker, but I love it. Okay, so this one's so cool. Okay, so we don't have too much time. This is taking a lot of time. So I think you're getting my drift on what it is I'm talking about. It is my recommendation that if you want your card to look, more soothing to the eye than some, you might want to try to stay in a colorway. Like, there's a lot of variation here, but they're all in the colors of blue and reds, it seems. And you can vary what the widths are also. Yeah, I think I'm going to end because it just goes on from there. But depending on the stamps you have, yeah, you can really come up with all kinds of, possibilities. I showed you my stamps. I think I showed you everything. So I think there's room to do fabrics out here. I just think the possibilities are really, truly endless. I think that, having fabric here and then having that, to me, that's like so realistic. So I hope you like that, you guys. Easy. Again, don't be put off if you don't have fabrics. You can use napkins. You can use, your digitals. Don't say, oh, I can't do it. Because it's really, really fun. And there's so many pretty digitals that are floral. You could easily cut them out, and they would look like the digitals that we buy, where they've already inserted something in that space. And just have fun. It's really, really fun. Be as imaginative as you can. And post so I can see them. Give me a tag, Journalbreeze, on Instagram. And that's it. So talk to you next time, which is going to be next year. So be safe, have fun, and I'll see you then. Thank you for coming by.